the reconstitution of committees by this House. Honorable Speaker, I rise pursuant to Standing Order number 1, as read with Standing Order 173, regarding the reconstitution of committees by this Honorable House. Honorable Speaker, this House consists of members from the majority party, from the minority, but Honorable Speaker, we also have independents, members who are elected on an independent ticket to this Honorable House. Honorable Speaker, independent members of Parliament are elected pursuant to Article 85 and Article 99 of the Constitution of the Republic of Kenya. Honorable Speaker, further, Article 103(e)(2) provides that the office of MP becomes vacant if an independent member joins a political party. Honorable Speaker, further, Standing Order 259(b) establishes the caucus of independent members as a coordination and advocacy platform to safeguard the interests of independent members of this House. Honorable Speaker, cognizant of the fact that independent caucus selected one of their members to sit in the committee of selection in order to protect, defend, and uphold the interests of the independent members of this House. Honorable Speaker, independent members are nominated to committee through the Committee on Selection as per Standing Order 173, which provides that the independent caucus of members of Parliament, which has been formally been recognized by this House, to submit names of their preferred committees. Honorable Speaker, concerned that the majority whip, in particular, has jurisdiction over members of the majority party and does not have authority on or jurisdiction over independent members who are not bound by the party's disciplinary or attendance guidelines. Honorable Speaker, acknowledging the importance of fair representation in committee assignments and the autonomy of independent members in the governance of parliamentary business, Honorable Speaker, in your direction issue yesterday, you ruled that what was before the House was reconstitution of committees rather than discharge of members. But, Honorable Speaker, be that as it may, can House committees be reconstituted without taking into account the interests of the names submitted by the caucus of independent members of Parliament? Honorable Speaker, I seek your ruling on the two following issues. One, whether in the process of reconstituting committees, the majority whip can remove or reassign independent members of Parliament without consulting them or the caucus of independent members of Parliament. Number two, Honorable Speaker, whether such reallocation or reassignment or reconstitution would violate the role of the Committee on Selection as outlined in Standing Order 73 and the principle of fair representation in committees. Honorable Speaker, if you give me 1 minute to explain. Honorable Speaker, we have 12 members of Parliament elected on an independent ticket to this National Assembly. Honorable Speaker, I'm one of them. I'm here not because of a political party, but I was brought here directly by the people of Marakwet West. Honorable Speaker, the practice in this House, when the first committees were nominated, was that we sat down, we formed a caucus. The caucus was formally recognized by yourself, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Speaker, we sat down, we nominated members, our members to serve, to select committees in which they want to serve in. Honorable Speaker, we have one member, one independent member, Honorable Caroline Ngeleche, who sits in the Committee of Selection of this House to protect the interest of the independents in this House. Honorable Speaker, I am not under the guidance or the leadership of Honorable Kimani Ichungwah, who is the leader of majority, because, Honorable Speaker, he is not my leader in this House. I am an independent member. I am not under the guidance or the supervision of Honorable Kimani Ichungwah. I am not under the guidance or supervision of the majority whip of this House, nor the minority whip. Honorable Speaker, therefore, I have no issue. I have been removed from the committee. I have no issue. But for posterity, Honorable Speaker, it is good you issue a ruling to protect the independent members of this House who are elected from their constituencies to serve the interests of their people before the floor of this House. Honorable Speaker, I would invite your ruling on those two fundamental issues so that the interests of independent members of this House are not subverted. Thank you, Honorable Speaker.
Junet.
Mr. Speaker, I've been in this parliament since the new constitution came into place, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, it looks like the hangover of the old ways, the hangover of the old constitution has refused to go away from this country. Mr. Speaker, you've been